Hello everybody. This is JonnyKnows, continuing my little series I'm going on, which is a battle between the now and the past. And I decided I'm not going to finish the past yet, but I'm going to switch to the now, and then we're going to switch back to the past. Now I know one thing, I know this isn't the same situation. We can't compare allies versus allies in the same situation, because you know what's crazy is that we don't have many allies players. I mean, we do, but not the ones I'm really looking for. I mean, like, what I really wanted is I really wanted to make a good representation of the skill we have now at this time. And I personally feel that Eminence is the absolute perfect player for this. Absolute perfect. Because he didn't play in the Conquer Cup series. He didn't play competitively 1 vs 1 for a very long time. He's actually really new to the 1 vs 1 series, and look how good this guy is. He's freaking really good, and he has a great attitude. He's always thinking there's always more for him to learn, there's always more to improve on, and that's the perfect attitude if you want to be a good player. He's like an inspiration to me if I still played this game, which I still kind of do, but I don't. Oh, look, there's that ego going back there. Suddenly I'm talking about me. Anyways, yes, I really like Eminence. He's a really awesome guy. He has the sportsmanship. He is also competitive, but I think he might actually start beginning to realize how stressing competitive play can be. Because I think there's a few times where he's been a little bit angry from the way the match went down. I can't recall, so, I'll take that back for now until I can recall. But, who doesn't get upset when they lose? I mean, it's losing. Who says, yes, I freaking lost, I'm so glad I lost that match because I was doing my absolute best and I got crushed. Man, I'm so glad that happened. But nobody does that. Nobody. Except maybe me when I was a noob, because back in the day I was all like, man, every loss brings me one step closer to being a pro. Yeah. See that? How does it? It's like I have like this circle, and it always comes back to talking about me. In fact, I'm still talking about me right now. And yeah, it's time to get down to the business. The business, which is commentary. I like this song. It's pretty. It's like only like one map that ever that even has this song. It's great. Freaking Burnt Out Paradise. No map ever got the song. You think EA would have switched it up a little bit on some of the maps, but no, like every single map in the ranked area has like the exact same song, except for like battle-based beta. It's like the worst. It's absolute. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insanity. It's Dojo Cores running through the middle of the map. So we have Tingu playing as the Orange Soviets on the left side of Infinity Isle, and on the right we have Eminence playing as the Green Empire. Both players representing the times of now. Just how much of things changed from the past, we'll find out. And when I do go back to the times of old, I'm going to try to find a matchup which is Soviets versus Empire. We'll do our best to find that wherever it may be. But for now, we will watch this. And hopefully, maybe if someone wants to do a request, because basically anybody who still plays kind of represents the now. So if, like, say Yui against Fordell. Oh, I called him Fordell instead of Adele. I don't know how to pronounce that. Like an Allies mirror match between them would be awesome. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Because I really looked for an Allies versus Allies matchup that really suited what I wanted to do, and I just couldn't find it. So we'll be doing this. Plus, who wants to see Allies mirror all the time? I sure don't. But Allies mirror has definitely made a change for the better, in my opinion. So it looks like Eminence has the 3rd refinery up already. The crazy Empire player we know as Eminence, getting that 3rd refinery up so fast. And it looks like he keeps the dojo up in front. He doesn't realize there's a terror drone in front of it, does he? No, it's a burst drone. I knew it. I had a feeling. I was like, wait a moment. The only reason he would continue building is to build some bursties. And the burst drones are on the fly. detonating themselves on the sickles. And these sickles are not going to have a good time. Not going to have a good time at all. Alright. And looks like he's going to just fly it around. I like that, you know, some good scouting. He's doing very well for his 3 refinery start. He's doing actually really well. He's doing this. These matches take place in the For the Win 5 tournament, by the way. I imagine a lot of you have already seen these matches, but guess we'll just watch these over. I need something to represent now, right? I mean, I could request it, but I'll request the next one. But for now, I guess we just enjoy this, because I haven't actually seen this. I haven't really been around lately, so this is all new to me. So I have no idea what to expect. And it looks like Eminence is not choosing to wall up this refinery. Not entirely sure why. I guess it's because it's near the mecha bay. It doesn't really need to. Now, I also want to mention that these walls are not full. These walls are not finished. There's a little space here which Terror drones can hide behind. And this little space here, this little 1 square short of a full wall. Terror drones can actually slip in there and infect the collector. They can also get in there and use the stasis ray, or the stun ray, I guess, to actually freeze them. And that's that can be a little frustrating. So we don't often see that happen, especially because Eminence often doesn't have an empty base. I mean, who does have an empty base? He could just kill the Terror drone, but it's still a pain in the ass when Terror drone does put itself there and somehow infect your collector. It happens. All about the exploit alert. All about the exploit alert 3, which we all play. And it looks like Eminence chooses to make his whole entire force into the air. Gonna try to pull back. Wants to regroup. Make sure when he does attack, he doesn't lose everything. Now, Tingu is choosing to be pretty darn aggressive. He has air out. He has his frogs and hammer tanks. This is looking really tough for Eminence. Let's see how he goes about countering all this. And looks like, oh wow, he's really going all in with that. Now, Eminence had a very nice, well-rounded army there. I'd say there was nothing truly wrong with it. I think, you know what? I mean, look at the amount of reinforcements Tingu just sent in there. Where was it? Wasn't there. I think Eminence could have possibly held back a bit on that counterattack. Maybe getting a little too worried. Maybe. And here comes the, here comes the stun ray. Stunning that collector, and the Sea-Wing out of the blue. Oh, awesome pun, isn't that great? Oh yeah, that is awesome. Oh, that is great. That is awesome. I'm so glad I said that. I officially accomplished something today by saying that. I feel like a real commentator now. Only a commentator can make cheesy stuff like that come out of their mouths. I love it. I wish I could do that more often. That is greatness right there. Oh no! All the VX choppers that are in the air currently right now are actually dead. That's awful. Poor VX choppers. I don't know why he suicided. He's really getting a little too worried. Why did he lift them? That must have been a total accident. Oh, what a freak accident. He just lost all of his anti-air, and now his tanks. Oh my goodness. Maybe Eminence was getting a little worried during this match. This is because that seemed a little be that seemed to be a little out of focus. That little mistake there. And you know, that just goes to show just how much practice can really make, you know. Especially, you know, he's still just getting warmed up to the competitive idea. You haven't seen him in Conquer Cups before. Tingu has plenty of experience in tournaments, and he doesn't have that same fear as he probably would when he was first around. That same nervousness, like, oh god, how good will I do? What will the results be? Will I do as well as I do in just regular auto matches or unranked matches? Eminence is just starting to get into this competitive scene, and he's doing it for the fun, and that's what it's all about. So looks like a little bit of nervousness might have gotten the best out of him. Might have been fogging his thinking. Either that, or Red Alert 3 was probably a little bit laggy, or just Red Alert 3 being the inconsistent piece of crap it can be sometimes, somehow made him try to activate a secondary ability of one unit, and when he selected his other units, it actually ended up pulling those ones up instead. I've had that happen to me, by the way. That happened to me a lot when I was new to the game. I'd be like, what the hell? It pissed me off. And that was especially frustrating for Empire, because when you transform units, you can't just transform them back. Wouldn't that be annoying? That would be terrible. Oh my goodness. Nice use of the orbital drop, making sure you take out that dojo. Don't want any more tank busters in the field. I think Eminence, if he would have played it a little bit more safe, he could have put up a really good fight this match. He had a great start. He had a great way to do things, but he really ended up making some mistakes that cost him the match. And that's just a little bit too bad. A little bit too bad. So how does this compare to the old? I guess I can't really compare because I haven't done that yet. This is setting the ground, really. This is setting the ground. Eminence is a top-ranked player. I'll say that much. Eminence is not a low-ranked player by any means. He's a freaking good player. Really good. And I think a lot of people will agree with that. I think if he keeps us up, there may be a day we may even see him get an expert badge, depending on how long the competitive area lasts. Because Eminence is just, I don't know, I think he meets pretty much everything when it comes down to being an expert. Except for winning tournaments and such, but I'm saying in the future, we might see that from him. He might be the next, if he really put the time and effort into it. I mean, he does put some time to playing the game. He loves the game, but he also, he has a life. He does what he has to do. He's just here for a good time. He's just here for a good time. But I'm just saying, I personally feel if he really went and said, you know what, I want to be one of the best. I want to win a tournament, and I'm going to practice for it. I believe if he did that and put that focus there, he could be a really dangerous player and could be a player looked up to from the next generation players of Red Alert 3 who are watching replays. People will look at Eminence and be like, that guy was a dang good Empire player, and I want to be just like Eminence. Eminence was freaking good. Eminence is really good. Sometimes he just feels impossible to beat for some players. So that'll end game 1 out of 3. Hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of a quick match, but the next one will surely make up for it. He did post that, or repost it, into the replay section. People seem to like it. Let's see how that turns out.